Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the transatlantic number Gh Drlk104 Us3 door reinforcer in a polished brass finish. Here's the packaging, at least the current packaging. Not that it changes much, but it does change over time. Now, this is a piece of U-shaped door reinforcing channel is what it is. Very typical and very common piece of hardware that you're going to see installed on doors where there's been unintentional damage, a break-in, some other cause that has made the door into a state of disrepair such that the lock is no longer solidly installed on the door, or the door construction has been compromised as a result. And what you need to do, rather than replace the door, because that may not be possible, is you're going to add a U-shaped channel like this. Okay, this happens to be polished brass, but it also happens to be solid brass as well. And that marginally scratched surface that you see is just the peel-away protective film that's on the unit. So if I peel a little bit back, it's all pristine polished brass over solid brass, and then it has a lacquer coat that's been put on it as well. Now, the Drlk104 is going to specifically mean all of its dimensional properties. Let's go over that. It's 9 inch tall. That's indeed the case. The width is 4 inch. The back set of this unit is specifically 2 3/8. That's important to know. With a 2 1/8 inch diameter, that's going to be in the center of the unit at 4 1/2 inch. It's going to have an edge prep for a typical 2 1/4 by 1 inch. Even 1 1/8 would fit on here as well. Plenty of room for the width and the height, even if it was a commercial lock, to fit the latch bolt into there. You're going to have a screw package. Those are not solid brass, which is okay. You're going to have holes here and here for the truss head style screws. You're going to have a couple of small machine screws that are in there as well. That's going to allow you to attach the latch bolt directly to the edge of the plate, because the door might be broken to the point where the latch bolt literally has nothing left to screw to. So the latch bolt gets fixed to this via the tapped holes that are here and here. You will then take that and dry fit it onto the door and test for proper door operation and make any adjustments as necessary. It's very likely that you're going to have to mortise for the embossed area back for the latch bolt here. You might even have to mortise the entire edge of the door slightly just to get that pushed down. The key is you want to be able to have smooth operation continuing with the door. Certainly it needs to be installed such that the door still continues to operate as if it would otherwise operate. So make any adjustments as necessary. Once you have it dry fit, I like to pre-drill my screw holes, but I'll do it at just a slight angle so that when the head of the screw meets the face of the plate, it will draw the plate back ever so slightly. And I like to do that on both sides of the door naturally. What I didn't mention before is that this is for an 1 3/4 thick door. Okay. U-shaped door reinforcer. These are nice pieces of hardware to install. They're not installed new as a rule, but if you have, let's say, a door that's 60 years old and it would cost a fortune to replace, it might be an unusual 6-panel door and you've had it for decades, you're probably going to opt for a Band-Aid solution rather than a new door solution. So that's why people will buy these. There's a link below this video to a document called Product Brochure that will allow you to review many things residential and commercial hardware related for doors from Transatlantic. Their door reinforcing plates happen to be on the 4th page. Yes, the 4th page. You can see that they have units that will feature 1 3/8 and 1 3/4, 2 3/8 and 2 3/4 back sets, 4 1/2 inch tall and 9 inch tall in both polished brass and satin chrome. You can, polished brass and stainless steel. And you can pick up those part numbers and see how they change when the height, the back set, the door thickness all change as well. Finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Transatlantic products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website along with a link to the full product catalog. The name Transatlantic is quite synonymous with all things both commercial and residential builders hardware related, door hardware related. I'm partial to transatlantic quality when it comes to commercial hardware, specifically on their exit devices. That ED-501 exit device, I have sold thousands of those over the years, and the track record of that exit device is the highest percentage of winning of a piece of hardware against all of the other tens of thousands of different part numbers that I've sold. It's a great exit device. Also, their lock sets, I like those, well, in order of like the most to like the least. Exit devices I like the most. Their door closers, superior. Their hinges are excellent. Their lock sets are good, are very good too. I wouldn't hesitate to use them, but when I think of transatlantic, I think of those exit devices. And then, of course, I've got all this other ancillary hardware as well. If you have any questions on the transatlantic Drlk104 in a US3 finish, door reinforcing U-shaped wraparound plate, or any other transatlantic product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you very much.